Welcome to this video on the Zenwar channel. My name is Adisatguru, Buddha Rawa Bhagwan. Today's video on the Zenwar channel, we're going to talk about Amrit. So in Sikhism, there is something called Amrit, right? And it is usually made of sugar and water, which is stirred, right? Now, it's known as the nectar of immortality, right? And it is usually taken at an initiatory stage in a Sikh's life, right? So, what is Amrit? What does it do? Okay, why do Sikhs take Amrit, and why exactly was it initiated into the processes of the Sikh traditions and religion? Okay, the reason is very simple, because what the Amrit does, okay, is once you're being initiated or baptized into Sikhism, okay, in that way, what happens is the Amrit serves as a vehicle, a transmission technology, okay? It's something that is prepared, and what it does is it connects you to everyone else who has taken Amrit. So this is a not known fact, right? Okay, not too many people know that, but it connects you to everybody else who's taken Amrit, okay? Well, everybody's connected in everywhere, in any way, right? Everybody's one, and we're all connected in all these different technologies, but in a very specific way. And what that way is a paramparic way, okay? Using the technology of the Amrit and the ceremony of the Amrit, okay? A transmission in a similar to a parampara transmission is transmitted through the Amrit, okay? But it's a very unique parampara style transmission. And what it does is the Amrit connects you to the greater consciousness, purpose, goal, right, of all the Sikh who have taken Amrit. So it becomes a connection between the whole society that has taken Amrit, right? The whole group, the whole unit, right? It connects you to all those also who have come before, right? Who have taken Amrit, right? And who still exist, right? In that place where all are connected. So basically, a part of you joins that community, that collective of those who have taken Amrit. And this actually happens at a spiritual and physical level as well. So there's a connection that happens, right? But it also connects you to the purpose of the group, right? So in that way, you become a part of that unit, right? A part of the initiated or baptized Sikh, who are all connected in that way by being baptized by Amrit, because Amrit creates that connection between them. Okay, so think you take Amrit, and it opens up an unlock between everybody who's taken Amrit and you. So all of a sudden you become part of that community, right? And that happens at a spiritual level as well, right? Which means at a physical level as well. So there are benefits to becoming part of the community, because in a paramparic way, you get protections in many ways, right? From many, many things, right? Because all of a sudden, if something tries to target you, well, you have that whole community, right, of all those who have come before, who have taken Amrit, who still exist and will exist forever in that way, right? And on the parampara, in the paramparic tradition, as it has been established in a physical sense, in a physical way, through the ceremony, right, and the substance of the Amrit, right? So the ceremony transmits the parampara, and those who have taken it become part of the parampara, which is called the Sikh community, okay? And that Sikh community is all those that have come before, and all those who will come after will become part of it as well, right? Who take the Amrit, who get baptized, right? So it actually creates a paramparic connection. And it was established that way by the Sikh gurus, okay, to create that paramparic link between all the Sikh, no matter where they are. So it's a very mystical technology as well, as it has been developed for all the Sikh and all the baptized Sikhs, so that they are all connected now in a paramparic way through the Amrit, right? So it is a physical transmission method and container for paramparic transmission through the Amrit to join all the Sikh together in a common purpose. Now, what does that do to you also? There's different things it does to you. So it propels you spiritually, right? Because the Sikh are very spiritual, okay? Spirituality is a very important part of life, one of the key parts of life, okay? And the community and the elders and those who have come before you that are part of that parampara, on the parampara chain, even if they have left the body, okay, that you are now connected to through the transmission of the Amrit, through the transmission of the parampara to you. In that way, now they also guide you, and that will guide you in your life, right? So it'll have impacts on where you'll go in your life, what you'll do, what you'll say, things like that, the situations you'll encounter, and it'll protect you as well in many ways, right? Many, many ways, because the Sikh parampara is extremely, extremely, extremely strong. Okay? So Amrit is a technology which initiates into the parampara, and this actually happens at spiritual levels which physically connect you to the parampara. So you are now, for example, it can lead you into some circumstances which you wouldn't have expected, and you could even say some a little bit mischievous, right? No, it's because it's for your greater good. So it's going to propel you for your greater good in situations that'll put you in those places where you need to be for your greater spiritual and physical development and growth and happiness, right? Happiness through the traditions of the Sikh, right? So the Amrit does that, right? It makes you part of the parampara, right? So the parampara is transmitted in that way, and it connects you not only to someone in your neighborhood, it connects you to people all over the world who have taken Amrit, okay? And it also connects you to all those who have come before who have taken it as well, right? So it is the connection to the parampara, which is done through a technology, right? So a parampara can also be transmitted through a book, for example, okay? So there are different transmissions of the parampara, and the Amrit is a very specific technology which connects all the Sikh in that way, where they have common power in the parampara to influence the world as well, right? So the Sikh are the spiritual forces of humanity, right? The Sikh stand against the darkness, right? So this is the transmission of the parampara using a technology that was developed by the Gurus through the taking of Amrit. And the ceremony, the whole ceremony is part of it, right? And that baptizes the Sikh into the community of the Sikh, which is a paramparic link which exists at spiritual levels and will have an impact on the life of the new Sikh. Thank you very much for listening to this video on the Zen War channel.